We made it to Doc's Knob Shelter. This is a really unique shelter. I mean, they built a deck on here. Good morning, it's day 66. I feel a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was not good. Like, I barely ate anything for breakfast at all, and I forced myself over a long time. But today I finished up everything and I feel good. I'm ready to go, and I'm excited. It's nice and cool, so it's a good kind of weather. I wouldn't want it to be warm after I've been feeling sick, so looking forward to it. I'm planning, I think it's going to be almost like 18 miles because I was going to do 17 and a half, but there's also a waterfall that's 0.3 away or something like that, so I'll go to that, of course, and then I'll head onward to a shelter area, and I'll just tent out there one night, and I'll head into Pearisburg. And I'm actually going to take another zero in Pearisburg. Sounds crazy, 2 zeros so close together, but yesterday I didn't do anything at all I did was just lay in bed, watch some YouTube videos, chat with Tina, but I didn't do anything at all. Mostly just laid flat in bed. I don't think I even fell asleep at all, but that's generally what I like to do if I'm sick. I just like to just lay still and just try to give all my energy to getting better. But I feel great now, so well, maybe not 100%, 90%. But yeah, so in Pearisburg I do have to get a bunch of work done because there's gonna be a 4-night stretch into Salem, and then right after Salem it's McAfee Knob is the next day. It's pretty crazy. It's the Triple Crown's right there. And if the timing's right, Aquaman, who's been heading south, I might pass him after Pearisburg, or maybe he'll pass me while I'm in Pearisburg. I'm not sure, but we'll see. All right, made it up to the intersection where the AT branches off to Dismal Falls. I always forget the names of things, but yeah, it says right here, so I know it's 0.3 miles. Looks like we're going down a little, but I think it's gonna be nice. The pictures I've seen of it already, I think it's gonna look nice. It's now like I want to get better pictures, right? But yeah, let's go down. It's been really nice so far today. Gradual up, gradual down. Trail's been clear, nice breeze, kind of cool. I wrapped my kerchief around my neck because it was kind of cold this morning. I thought I might have to wrap it over my head. There are strong gusts every now and then. It's supposed to be pretty windy, like gusts up to 45, 50 today. But so far it's been just beautiful weather. I'm glad it's nice and cool. It's not fun like if you've been sick and it's hot and you're hiking. I'd much have it be cool and crisp, blowing air, so you get fresh air, no stagnant humid air. Feels good. So now I feel pretty good, and so I'm pretty happy about that. Here we are at Dismal Falls. We actually come to the top of it. Here's the stream that feeds the falls. I'm walking on this rock. It looks like it floods out here every once in a while. It's very wet, but here we go to the falls. Yeah, we stay on top of the falls. I don't know if we can get down. But pretty nice. It's loud. That's a deep pool. Yeah, I bet people swim in there. Yeah, that's a pretty deep pool. Probably not super deep enough to dive. I don't know. But it's amazing how it's deep there and it just kind of shallows out over there and barely flowing. But these little rock tiers are pretty cool. They're all over. And that giant log wedged in there, that's pretty funny. So at the hostel, as I've shown you, I got new shoes mailed to me from home, and it had 3 days of food in there, 3 nights I guess. So I have way too much food. Right now I have 4 nights of food in my backpack. But the other thing I had was the extra lumbar pad and shoulder pads for the backpack. Can you see them? And I gotta say, like the previous times I carried 4 days of food, I felt it. You could feel it in the pack much easier, but I barely feel it now. I should have put these lumbar and shoulder pads on a long time ago. They feel great. Like, I don't know, it feels like I'm carrying 2 days of food instead. Maybe it's because I took the Zero, but I think that the pack feels much more comfortable. So I'd say if you get a Z-Packs backpack, order some of the pads and just give it a shot with some weight in it and see how it feels for you. For me, it's fantastic. I'm so glad I had them. I actually have another set at home in case something happens to these. But I'm glad I also installed them on Tina's backpack, so she probably felt them right away. And it's so much softer and gentler, yet firmer. I don't know how I describe that, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Coming up to this bridge, I had to giggle. It's such a hodgepodge bridge. There's a whole bunch of old wood and there's just new wood so randomly throughout. Bunch on the right, some on the left, on the bottom. Hodgepodge. But it's in great condition though. Great bridge. What did we even go over? We're just walking through the woods and all of a sudden this beech tree just out of nowhere. It's mostly grass and pine trees and it just springs out. And the sun is shining just perfectly on it, so all the leaves are really bright. And the trail's kind of dark. It's pretty. It's quite pretty, isn't it? It's nice. This moss on this little log here looks like hair, like a really shaggy crew top haircut. Hiking along, there's a campsite here and I knew there was a lake here, but this lake is much prettier than I expected for just like a lake in the woods. It's pretty clear too. Wow. Has like a nice shade of green, like a alpine lake. It's pretty. Oop. Except for that weird white thing at the very end. It's a pretty lake. Currently I'm hiking with another hiker named Forest Gremlin. Here's we're gonna take a lunch here. There's a privy there and there's a nice little shelter. Really nice though. Log cabin style. Just like the toys. Look at the interlocking joints. Pretty nice. Look at this odd thing. Wonder how long this been here. I was hoping for something like it on the walk down to Gatlinburg. Maybe not exactly this, but something wheeled. I was happy this water source was still flowing. I knew it was gonna be from the water reports, but you know, it wasn't the newest. But this is the last water until the shelter area, which is in 8 miles. So got a little bit to go. 8 miles and only about 1,400 feet to climb. And we have another 600 left on this climb. The previous 800 were steep. But 600 more and then it's just up and downs on the ridge for a while and then down and ups, but overall not too bad. I think I have 1.5 liters and I drank half a liter. I think I'd be all right for 8 miles. Be all right. Check out this spring. I think the water is gushing out of the hole in the bottom of the rock there. It's like shooting up. Pretty wild, huh? Water just coming from nowhere. We've already reached the summit of this hike for today, and we're kind of walking along a ridge, and along the trail, I knew there was a viewpoint. You see a rocky path, I guess big rocks, so I thought I'd check it out. And it's so short, but look at this. Holy cow. Super amazing views. Wow. We haven't had a super wide open view like this in a long time. Wow. This tree's gonna cover up most of it once they bloom, but oh wow, and you can see the cloud coming over that hill over there. Oh, and there's a house just way up on the side. Crazy. People have houses just in the middle of nowhere, all by themselves. Crazy. Man, and there's like a big road and stuff, all kinds of buildings down there. What a nice day. It's nice, but it's gusty. I have to run back into the rhododendrons here because the wind picked up for a bit there. It was really strong. But great views though. It's a good day, good nice day. 7 miles to go, just under 1,000 feet of gain. And it's should be a pretty good one. I should be at camp maybe around 5:15, 5:30. We'll see. It's a pretty good day for 17.5 plus 0.6, 18.1 miles. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm not super crushing miles or anything, but I've always said I'm just going to try to keep it 20 and below. But what I should do is keep it 20 and below and keep my exertion under, I don't know. Maybe not do it too quickly, I guess that's what I mean. It's pretty funny. After that view, we kept going down for quite a while, and I was like, am I supposed to be going down this much? I didn't see any white blazes in front of me. I turned back. I didn't see any white blazes behind me, and I was like, oh no, I gotta grab my phone and make sure I'm on the right trail. I'm standing right next to it. I didn't realize until I turned, but I was standing right next to it. I'm like, I don't see any white blazes anywhere. Yeah, Jay, it's right there. Here we are at the Sugar Run Mountain view spot.
Pretty good today. Dismal Creek, Sugar Run Mountain.
Whoa, look at the rock. It's always scary stepping on a rock when it has cracks all over it. Yeah, we can't see the hostel. It should be right down there somewhere. I guess it's too wooded. But wow, look at the views. It's not even 0.1. It's totally wrong. It's probably more like 100 yards. Worth coming up here, definitely. Beautiful views. Yeah. So at the top of this mountain, there's just a bunch of radio relay towers or whatnot, and there's the generators are all running right now. I think the backup generators are just running just for maintenance sake.
I heard someone talking, but
there are towers all over the place. There's even a power line, actually, I guess, to keep them powered up. Most of the towers look in really good shape, relatively new. But I guess it's nice having them up here. I know some of them like relay radio signals from one side of the mountain to the other. There's a whole bunch of them. It's so weird that so many of the generators are running all at the same time. Came here at the perfect loud moment. We made it to Doc's Knob Shelter. This is a really unique shelter. I mean, they built a deck on here. It's pretty wild, and there's seats along the deck. And they even put it in this like big Adirondack love seat type thing. Crazy. Someone put firewood inside the shelter. If you're tall, watch your head, but wow. Super nice. There's water right underneath us too, and then there's another water source up straight ahead somewhere, but really, really nice. One thing I like to do with the stove and the pot is I don't like to light it and then put it on, because I like to have it perfectly centered. So what I'll do is I'll put it on and I'll use my fingers and just feel that they're all equal distance, be perfectly centered, which means the flame will be perfectly centered, and ideally on a level surface. That'll mean to be optimal heat. Should, theoretically. It's a little windy up here, so I'm going to put it on the seat and then light it there. Okay, I'm in my tent. A couple other section hikers showed up, so you might hear them soon. So I'm going to take this really quickly. I felt much better today, and I didn't have any hunger at all, though. I just ate a bunch of cookies for lunch, and that was it. No bars. And then dinner, I couldn't finish the dinner. Just my appetite just is not normal yet. So I'm hoping during the next couple of days I'll get better than 100%. My biggest worry is I have no hunger at all anymore, which is not good 2 months into a through hike. So hopefully that gets better. But thanks for watching, and you all have a good night.